I'm Brian Murray. I'm the associate head football coach here at DePaul. John McKenna is our head coach, and this is Kareem Walker. I think you guys know who he is. This was a long journey for Kareem that started really in the middle of his freshman year, and we're going to wrap it up real neat today. And he's going to pick the school of his choice, and then he's going to read a statement. He'll pick the school. Before he picks the school, he'll read his statement, and then we're going to make a phone call. We'll be FaceTiming live with the staff of the school that he's committing to. Once that's all done, we'll open it for Q&A. You raise your hand, I'll call on you, I'll answer the question. Coach McKenna will answer any questions you have. If you have questions for anybody else here, Joe Tweed, our president, Ken Jennings, our principal, Joe Lennon, our athletic director, just direct your question towards them, and we'll get this thing rolling, okay?
Good afternoon. Thank you to everyone here today. Really appreciate everyone who, took their time out to come out, take their day off of work, everything. Before I announce where I'm headed to for the next 4 years, I would like to thank some people that helped me along the way. Father Mike Donovan, who helped provide me the opportunity to come to DePaul, my strength and conditioning coaches at ETS, K Strength, Reggie, Kevin, and all the guys. Thank you, really a lot. I want to be, where I'm at on the field as far as my strength without you guys. Dr. Wolf for his treatment, advice, and support. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Needed that you kept my head where it needed to be. James and Kristen Riley for opening their home and letting me into their lives and providing me with some advice and support. Thank you guys. I love you guys a lot. Nothing will ever change that. You're like my second mom, and my dad. I really appreciate the support. Ms. Emmerich with my ACT tutor for helping me figure out the test out. It wasn't easy, but I think we accomplished our goal, Ms. Emmerich. There she go. Ms. Safarito for all the extra help she has given me. I needed a lot of help throughout the years. Even with graduating early, she helped me out. She'd come get me from class and make sure I know what's going on. Mr. and Mr. Hanger for having their patience to have a bunch of football players at the house eating all the food and giving us advice. Miss Hanger, where's she at? I want to stay. Dennis Murray for his support and rides when I needed them. Thank you. A lot of days where I missed the school bus and you came to get me. That's a lot. Nancy Kill, our trainer here at DePaul, who has helped me keep together and so much more. The faculty and staff at DePaul for the staff and faculty at DePaul for helping me and guidance. Mr. Tweed, Mr. Jennings, thank you. I don't see Mr. Jennings, but Mr. Tweed. Okay, and again, the back high. Thank you, Mr. Jennings. I really appreciate everything, the talks, walking me to class, giving me advice when needed. My coaches, Coach Reggie, Coach Rogers, Big Dog, Murph, Martinez, Coach DePalma, Big Jim, Coach Kowal, Coach Conti, Coach Cass, Coach Zimmer, Coach Weiss, and Lennon. Thank you guys for making me the man I am today, making sure I'm respectful, on the field, off the field, and keeping me humble. Sometimes I could get a little big-headed, but you guys put me right back in my place where I need to be. Coach McKenna, who kept my head straight and pushed me in a way that he can. Sometimes I wake up and still hear him yelling. Coach Murray and his family and their efforts for giving me the college, long talks, life lessons, for having my back no matter what. Finally, my mother and grandmother and grandfather, thank you for all that you helped me get to where I'm at. I know it wasn't easy, but I appreciate it. I love you two women. You two women real strong. Since I was younger, I was there for me. And, made sure I was the man I am today, respectful. Don't talk rude to older people. And just do was best for me. All these people have played a big part in my success. They have all taken the time to teach me, guide me, and develop me in all areas of life. When this process started, summer going into my sophomore year, Coach Murray said, be ready for this. It's business and it's going to get crazy for you. He was right. This process was long and trying. It reveals the character of people. I'm glad to be putting this test and moving on to the next chapter of my life. I'm proud to announce that I'll be earning my degree in playing football from Michigan University. Go Blue, baby. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Soon. Next, yeah, about 2 or 3 weeks, I'll see you.
Can't tell you how excited we are here that you trusted us. You worked very hard, both on the football field, academically, worked hard to graduate early. You give great pride and honor to your families at DePaul Catholic, and to Angelique. And to us. And we take that very seriously, that you want to be a Michigan Wolverine. And look forward to a very long and trusted friendship.
Thank you, appreciate it, Coach.
You did a great job. You were dazzling in your press conference. That was fun to watch. Coach Murray, Coach McKenna, you did an attitude of gratitude. I heard it in your talk. It speaks volumes about who you are as a person. We're pleased. We're very pleased, and to the whole family there at DePaul Catholic, to your family, they've done a great job raising you. You're a nugget of gold in our eyes. We take great care of you.
Thank you, appreciate it, Coach. Talk to you later.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll open it up for Q&A. Keith?
Why Michigan?
I feel like it's a great place, to play football. Jim Harbaugh, he's building something special there. And not only that, I have a great degree leaving college.
Kareem,
Right.
when it finally came down to it, easy decision or did it turn out to be tougher?
Nah, it was not an easy decision. I was up to about 1:30 this morning trying to figure out, going back and forth, calling Coach Matt, texting Coach Murray. So it wasn't easy for me. It was hard.
Kareem, on the next level, going to Michigan, what do you see yourself playing, running back or defensive back?
Running back, all the way. No position changes. Running back, that's what me and the coaches talked about. So I don't expect to play defensive back. My main focus is to go out and play running back. But if needed, I'll play both.
Kareem, with this decision being open, how did you make sure you stayed focused at the task at hand, which was your senior season?
Just the cast of people I got around me. I got a good group of seniors on my team. Who we all want to go to college. We all got big D1 schools to go to. But it's like you got to stay focused because the next guy, he going to a big D1 school, but he's still focused on the task I have. So, just the guys that's around me and my coaches keeping me, humble.
Well, I was going to ask, first of all, congratulations. What, if any, role did Jabril Peppers play in the recruitment? And if so, have you talked to him about actually lining up in the backfield for the same play?
Can you say that one more time?
The role of Jabril Peppers.
Actually, Jabril Peppers, he was a good role, but he's more of a big brother to me. He was fine if I went to Ohio State, Florida State, Arizona State. He was fine with anywhere or any decision I made, because he knew I would be a good player at any school I went to. So he wasn't telling me, come to Michigan and be that guy, don't go to Florida State or don't go to Alabama. You know, it was just, I want you here with me, but if you go somewhere else, I wish you the best, and if you ever need advice, you could call me.
Who else was in the running? Who was it? Who was the other team that was keeping you up until 1:30 in the morning?
Florida State.
How come?
It's a great coaches there. You know, the recruits that's coming in. You know, I have a good relationship with those guys that's coming in. So you know, it was just those guys texting me, the coaches calling me. So that really.
Kareem, running over 1,500 yards, 200-something carries. You had a lot of tough games. How your body holding up and your mental, stability going forward?
I had a lot of carries too, but I wasn't the only running back. I shared time when I shared hooker. So my coaches did a good job of balancing us throughout. Making sure he gained carries as well as mine. When you check the stats, I don't got more carries than he do. One game I had 16, he had 18. One game I had 14, he had 20. So it's not like Kareem Walker was the only one getting the ball, or he was the only one taking the beat. I had another back who was a tremendous back. Teams couldn't just key on me; they had to worry about him too. So my body, I feel fine.
What do you call it? Florida State and Michigan? I guess everyone thought those were the two favorites, but Florida State has Cook, and Michigan really has no speed in the backfield. So playing time-wise, that had to be. My guess is that's like a big factor. You could play right away at Michigan.
I could have played right away at Florida State too. My role probably wouldn't be as big because Dalvin Cook is that guy. But it would have been a learning experience. Coming up under him. So that would have been good too. Learning from him. He's a really good back, so that wouldn't have mattered to me. I still would have got my carries that I worked for.
Thank you. It was literally 1:30 in the morning when you finally said, I know where I'm going?
That's a good question. Probably so, yeah.
So you were able to go to sleep last night and be okay with it?
I'm glad he was. Yeah, I was able to go to sleep last night. I wasn't up late. I gotta be up. I gotta be up 5:45, so I wasn't about to be up that long. I had to take a test this morning, so I had to be focused when I came into school.
I wish you would have told me at 1:30 in the morning. I could have got a break.
This question is for Coach McKinnon. You had a great back with Kareem Walker over the 4 years. What can you tell me or tell us? What you learned from the character about Kareem Walker?
Well, it's pretty much, I can tell you his best attribute, which none of you guys probably know, and I've always told him this, is he's an unselfish player, and his blocking is probably his best attribute. He's a tremendous pass blocker for us, and he was like the feature back this year, and Nasir came in like a bull, and he was more than happy to share the spotlight, which was a great attribute. And those two are the best tandem I've ever coached. They got to be the best tandem in this state of New Jersey. So, it wasn't just about Kareem, which a lot of star players on teams are just about that player. We had a tremendous senior class, and he was just one of the guys.
Kareem, how many Ohio State fans do you think you're going to have to block on Twitter?
I started blocking some when I first decommitted, but I probably got to block some as soon as I get on my phone. Those fans, they could say some cruel things, and I just try to stay off the social media because they'll say some things that are really get to you and make you want to respond, but being the person that you are, you can't really respond. So I just try to really ignore it and not look at it at all.
How long was it for you when you had to make that call to the Ohio State coaches and tell them, I want to open it back up? How difficult?
You said
how difficult?
How hard was it?
Yeah.
Well, it was. I really like Ohio State, but everybody got to do what's best for them. The coach called me and told me that the kid Antonio Williams was coming, I think his name is. He was coming, you know. It might have been hard for him, you know, but he understand, you know, man, Coach Alfred got a good relationship, not just real recruiting. You know, he said some real life things, you know, that I won't forget, you know, that I could take on to the next level and really use it to help me. So talking to Coach Alfred, it wasn't hard doing it.
You're leaving to go to Michigan in 2 weeks. You're leaving DePaul Catholic. What are the things you're definitely going to miss about your high school career?
My high school career, being able to just walk on the field with the guys that I started with from freshman year when, you know, when nobody really knew my name, you know, leaving those guys really going to be the hardest thing.
You want to talk about your relationship with Coach Harbaugh and Coach Wheatley and what kind of guys they are, that type of thing?
Yeah, Coach Harbaugh, you know, he's a straightforward guy. You know, he's serious. He's not a guy, you know, who's gonna joke and laugh with you. You know, he laugh when he can, but at the same time, you know, he let me know that it's business and he had to be my coach and not my friend. Coach Wheatley is a good guy. You know, I live in situations, you know. How we grew up is really the same. So, you know, days when I know when it's like, I don't feel like practicing. You know, it's Kareem. I've been through the same thing. You don't got no excuse. So let's click into it and work. You know, so I think that's real big. You know, moving forward.
Anybody else? Good. Okay, we're good. Thank you, guys.